Hi guys. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about two things that I know I deal with all the time, and I don't know how many others deal with it. But anyway, I wanted to talk about it, and that's skin issues and body image. Um, I am about 7 pounds away from being 100 pounds lost, and my skin issues are not really bad, but the thing about them is they make me view my body in a not in a bigger way. I mean, like, what I mean is, when I look at myself in the mirror after getting out of the shower or something, I see the skin, and it, instead of me acknowledging it as skin all the time, sometimes it just makes me feel like I still have a lot of rolls of fat, and it's really not. It's just, skin that's there. And so I have to constantly kind of remind myself that it's not that I still have 3 or 4 rolls of fat on my stomach. It's not like I'm still putting on a size 20 or 24. It just looks different because I had so much weight on me. So, and same thing with my legs. My legs always look so much bigger to me, and then I can take the measuring tape and measure them, and I've actually lost an inch on my thighs. So even looking at my skin issues, I don't look at it as like, oh, that's so disgusting, maybe I should have just stayed fat. I don't ever look at it like that. uh, Sometimes I wish I could get to my goal weight and just have surgery and take everything off. But I mean, that has its own consequences too, because then you have to live with scarring, and of course you have to have either some great insurance or money to pay for that. So um, I know a lot of you who are losing weight have great skin, so some of this will not even concern you, because my skin, I didn't have very much elasticity in my skin to begin with. I started getting stretch marks when I was like 14 years old, and so by the time I got married and had children, I already had so many stretch marks that the pregnancies really didn't add anything new. I had stretch marks that basically went all the way around my waist, had them up my arms, um, on my hips, everywhere. So even on my legs. So to me, that's a marker that my skin didn't have a lot of less elasticity. Then if you add to that I've been overweight for so long, I really think that affected my elasticity. So all of that being said, I'm actually happy that my skin issues are not more extreme, because it's really not that bad. But when you're looking in the mirror and you're being critical of yourself, um, you can really be hard on yourself. And so sometimes I have problems with it. But one of the things that I love that they make now are the little tanks that are made of the stretchy material, and they kind of smooth everything and hold it in without being binding. Those are like my best friend, because um, especially lately, since when I did like the Atkins, lost a lot of fat from underneath the skin. So it even would, I noticed it to jiggle sometimes, even just when I'm walking, and that was kind of disturbing. So with those tanks, they even sell them at Dollar General now for $10. They smooth the skin and don't allow it to move, so I'm not self-conscious about it or anything. And um, my husband, bless his heart, you just have to love him to death, because you know the issues I've had with my body, whether I was big or even now that I've lost weight and I'm smaller, but I have the skin issues and stuff. My husband seems to be totally oblivious to it. I mean, he thinks I am I am and always have been just totally and completely gorgeous. So I love him to death. um, so I may actually get to the point where I do a private video and do some skin shots just so y'all can see what I'm talking about, and allow some of the people who keep up with me or who respond and let me know they want to see that. I may actually make that available to you just so you can see what I'm talking about as far as my skin issues. But anyway, also I am looking into getting a reduction. I know that one, what is her name? She was talking about having had a reduction 19 years ago and it being just the greatest thing she's ever done. Well, I have always wanted to have a reduction, but there was a time in my life when I was scared to death of having surgery. And that would have been the time to get it done because I had insurance that would have paid for it. And now I am on Walmart's insurance, and if anybody has it, they know what I mean. And even if I get them to cover it, they leave so many charges, so much left in the copay and deductible, that it's probably still going to cost $2,000 or $3,000. So right now I'm a 36G, and I would love to get the stress off my shoulders and back, because it causes me quite a bit of neck and back pain. So I'm going to be working on that for the rest of the year. I really don't want this video to be really, really long and boring, so I'm going to get ready to cut this off. But those of you who are having trouble, who just dealing with your skin issues or just dealing with body image issues, just try to see yourself as you really are. Be honest with yourself. I mean, especially if you know where you came from. You came from a 24 like me, and now you're zipping and buttoning up 12s and some 10s. Then use your clothes to let you know just how far you've come and to encourage you in your journey, because sometimes we just see everything negative about ourselves, but we have got to see the positive, and we've got to love where we are right now. We've got to love the body that we're in right now. I mean, because otherwise we fall into a vicious cycle of being disgusted with ourselves. And what does that make you want to do? It makes you want to go and do things that are self-destructive. It either makes you depressed, or it makes you depressed. It makes you want to eat things that you shouldn't eat, or not even that you shouldn't eat. It makes you want to binge on things that are not necessarily the best things to be eaten. So anyway, just love yourself. No matter where you are, no matter how far you have to go. I know when I was 288, and even when I was 275 and I started this journey, I started it thinking, wow, I have so far to go. Am I ever going to get there? And now it is overwhelming to me that I have lost almost 100 pounds. It is overwhelming, and I praise God for that. And I don't want to cry on camera, so I'm going to get off of here. Anyway, love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.